Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the KOR universe. Thank you for viewing this part 2 of the Nongski Expulsion. We report, you decide. If you feel that this video offend you in any way, I would recommend not viewing it. Anyway, this is an investigation of the two letters that anchors the expulsion of Sir Nongski. This video also expresses Sir Nongski's response to these two letters. When in quotations, the entry in this video was taken directly from the document of expulsion that was on the it was signed by the regional commander, area commander, and the supreme commander of the Knights of Rizal. Aside from typos, the intention is to bring the crux of the document to light. I urge you to review the document for yourself when able, and again, we report, you decide. To review, on June 27, Sir Fletcher wrote a letter to Sir Nongski seeking explanation in writing on why he defied the order of the regional commander. This is Exhibit 1. A day later, after Sir Nongski responded to the June 27, 2022 email from Sir Fletcher, there was another email. In June 28, 2022, Sir Fletcher wrote to Sir Mariano, informing him that he will be referring the matter of his conduct unbecoming to the Supreme Council. And this is Exhibit 3. The response of Sir Nongski to the June 27 letter and email will be presented later. Here is the June 27 attached letter by Sir Fletcher on the email of the same date, which is also Exhibit 1. This is written with the KR emblem on the top, a date, a signature at the bottom. The subject was also typed out, a letter of disappointment. It is not clear if this is the accusation letter that Sir Nongski is going to have to answer as a formal investigation. Let us go ahead and read the letter. The letter, and I quote, again, this is to Sir Mariano Aquino, KCR. Subject is letter of disappointment. It says, let us read it together. It was brought to my attention that you did not participate in the annual Big C parade as a member of your New York chapter, Knights of Rizal. I find this very disturbing that you refused and elect not to march under the banner of the Order of the Knights of Rizal just because you not given permission to carry your own chapter banner. This did not show a good example to your chapter members. It reflects that you have no understanding of your responsibilities to the order as a chapter commander. I understand that there may have been other influencing factors in this situation, but you have to do a self-assessment and make a decision on your future participation as a leader in the order. You might not be aware of it, but your decision not to march with your brother knights, your leadership abilities, commitment, and devotion as a knight has taken a big hit and may have a detrimental effect. I know you are a young knight with family, and I know the influence that family members might have. If your partner is not agreeable and unhappy with your being a knight, then you need to make a decision. The Knights of Rizal chapters are not a social group. A member's actions will always have ramifications, good or otherwise. Last paragraph before the last, friendly word of advice. Any actions of a knight, especially in a leadership position, will always be scrutinized and will not reflect only on him personally, but on the order locally as well as internationally. I look forward to an official response from you. Thank you. After Sir Nongski responded to this document entitled Letter of Disappointment, a day later, on June 28, there was another email germane to the first with an attached letter. This is again the document is here. It is written with a KR emblem, a date, a signature at the bottom. The subject was not typed out, but let us again go ahead and read the letter. The letter is June 28, 2022 to Sir Mariano Aquino, KCR. And it reads, I quote, "Thank you for your quick response. I totally agree with you that the parade was intended for all Filipinos, regardless of affiliations. When it was announced that the Knights of Rizal would be joining again this year's parade, you expressed your intention of marching under your own Knights of Rizal chapter banner. And when the order was given that all knights would march under the Knights of Rizal regional banner to show solidarity, you decided to join a different group. Your defiant act of not marching with your KR brothers sent a message of complete disregard for your position as chapter commander and loyalty to our order. I therefore am referring this matter to the attention of the Supreme Council at the International Headquarters for review and for resolution." Again, June 28. This was after Sir Mariano answered the June 27 email entitled Letter of Disappointment. After 1 week, a document dated July 5, a week after the June 28 document that was attached to the email of the same date that says that he will the regional commander was going to the Supreme Council. This document came out. This time, this document did not have the KR emblem. The date, the signatures are at the bottom. It was dated July 5. The signatories were the regional commander, the area commander, and the supreme commander of the Knights of Rizal. The subject was not typed out, but the top of the first page says Knights of Rizal Supreme Council. Again, most of the information in this presentation is from this document. Again, this document, to reiterate, was written on July 5. 1 week after the last email germane to Sir Nongski with the letter entitled Letter of Disappointment. Again, this is Exhibit 1. I read this letter previously, and it was entitled Letter Disappointment. It is one of 3 exhibits. This is the email that was sent on June 28, 2022, and it is addressed to Sir Mariano Aquino, KCR. I already read this email, this letter that was attached to the email of the same date. And it says, underlined there, I quote, "When the order was given that all knights would march under the Knights of Rizal banner to show solidarity, you decided to join a different group." And the next underlined paragraph there, "I therefore am referring this matter to the attention of the Supreme Council at the International Headquarters for review and for resolution." Again, I quote, "When it was announced that the Knights of Rizal would be joining again this year's parade, you expressed your intention of marching under your own Knights of Rizal chapter banner. And when the order was given that all knights would march under the Knights of Rizal regional banner to show solidarity, you decided to join a different group." Let us again look at the letter, the resolution of the expulsion, and see the evidences, which are the series of emails on the order. On May 24, 2022, underlined there is encouraging the Knights of the Eastern region of the USA to participate. June 1, inviting the Knights to join the parade. Again, this is verbatim from the letter of expulsion. June 1, to the area commanders and regional commanders and deputy regional commanders to join the Eastern region. June 3, regarding the matter of the Knights of Rizal New York chapter participation. June 3, again, I wrote about with regards to the upcoming June 5 parade. And June 4, one united KOR under one banner of KOR USA Eastern Region. June 5, the day of the parade, your group, referring to the New York City group chapter, should wait and join the Eastern region. Underlined again, join with all KR units as one is what I call for during this event for the greater good of the KR in the Eastern region. This is Exhibit 2 out of the 3 exhibits from the document with the title head, Supreme Council Knights of Rizal. This is Sir Nongski's first and only response. One of to the 2 emails that are germane to his expulsion, which is Exhibit 1 and 3. This is the actual exhibit, Exhibit 2. This was not presented to the document with the letterhead Supreme Council Knights of Rizal. It was not originally attached when the email was sent. We had to find this exhibit on our own, which was not hard to do. And it reads, "I'm so sorry that you feel that way." Again, this is a response to Exhibit 1, Letter of Disappointment. I quote Sir Randy, "I'm so sorry that you feel that way. You and the others have commanded us not to parade under the New York banner, and we respected your instructions and did not push through with it and followed your command. As I recall, the PIDC parade is not an official Knights of Rizal event. And me, being a member of the Filipino community, not only through the Knights of Rizal, has the freedom to participate in any organization I choose to. My brother Knights are also free to choose to participate in any organization they choose to. I stand with my own action, and I know I did not disobey any rules and regulations of the order. I have been following all command, policies, and rules and regulations from the start, even if it compromises my integrity, because this is what the order has told us. What I do with the Knights of Rizal does not affect my personal life, and I respectfully ask that you do not include my personal life as well. Please leave my family out of it. End of quote. Again, we report you decide should this have been the end of the issue of Sir Nongski's expulsion. This letter that was in response to the letter of disappointment. Again, I quote, it says, when it was announced that the Knights of Rizal would be joining again this year's parade, you expressed your intention of marching under your own Knights of Rizal chapter banner, and when the order was given that all Knights would march under the Knights of Rizal regional banner to show solidarity, you decided to join a different group. End of quote. Apparently, in the eyes of the regional commander and the area commander, it was not. Thus, the letter on June 28th, after a day that this response was received from Sir Nongski to the letter of disappointment of the same date, the next letter was a letter to refer the issue to the Supreme Council for resolution. This is that letter. Week after this letter was received by Sir Nongski, a document with the title head, Supreme Council Knights of Rizal. The expulsion resolution was signed by the Supreme Council, was signed by the regional commander, area commander, the Supreme Commander of the Knights of Rizal. We dare to ask, A, was Sir Mariano Nongski Aquino formally charged for expulsion? Was that the letter of disappointment? Was due process given? What happened between the last letter of June 28 and the July 5 resolution? Was there a process to come up with the signed resolution to expel him? And C, was there an independent and impartial tribunal to try Sir Nongski Aquino? It appears in the document that everything was done under the tutelage of the regional commander and the area commander. Again, thank you for viewing this part 2 of the Nongski expulsion. We report you decide. If you feel that these videos offend you in any way, I would recommend not viewing these videos. This is the end of part 2. In the next part, we will report on the Eastern USA culture and history germane to Sir Nongski's expulsion. This would be outside the boundaries of the document with the title head Supreme Council Knights of Rizal, or the expulsion resolution document that was signed by the regional commander, area commander, and the Supreme Commander of the Knights of Rizal. Thank you again, and Nanom Nis Moriar.